Welcome everybody to this video today. It is about Lititz, which is a beautiful historical town in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. Originally this was going to be a nice relaxing stroll through town, but then I did a little bit of research and I was like, wait a minute, this is really cool information. And then I found more research and more information that I just had to pass along because there's a lot of cool history here. So we're going to talk about this town as we look at it. I hope you enjoy the video. So first we're going to walk around the park area, then we're going to take a drive around the town. And it's no surprise that I start here at Wilton Chocolate. This is their retail store where you buy the chocolates and you can actually watch them make it in this little window where they show you the kitchen. Across the street it was the original chocolate factory. So some quick history about Wilton Chocolates. In 1913, construction of this 5-story chocolate factory began. It was a thriving business and employed all locals for work and materials. This went on for a very long time. It was a very big part of the town. In 1992, Cargill acquired Wilton Chocolates, and then they actually closed the factory in 2016. Thankfully, they repurposed this building, and in 2018 began the process of converting it into condos, and now it also hosts the market, which is like a food hall and restaurant, as well as the Wilbur Lititz, which is a Hilton-run hotel. So here we are now at Lititz Springs Park. It is an adorable, charming park, and I just loved looking at this and walking around. They even had like little plaques with some history markers and things you could walk around and see. This park had its first kind of community purpose way back in 1778 when a local high school music teacher and a small orchestra of young men from the town put on concerts in the evening. And part of their audience were Revolutionary War soldiers who were recovering in a local hospital. That's pretty deep history and really quite special. Then in 1792, the process of improving the area to a more friendly environment started and continued on for many years, then officially became a park in 1856. I just love this. What a cool history. I mean, I don't know how many parks there are operating that you can actually say are over 200 years old, but I'm guessing it's not many. So that's just a really, really special quality of this town. Okay, so as we come off 501 and we're turning onto 772 East, right here on the right is Lititz Springs and Spa. It is a beautiful property and offers both indoor and outdoor dining at the restaurant, which is a really great option. It was built in 1764 and was originally named the Zum Anchor. Over time, the inn became the Lititz Springs Hotel. Then in 1930, the name changed again to the General Sutter Inn. And then most recently, they changed it again to Lititz Springs and Spa. So that's what it is now. And fun fact for me and my family, my mom and dad used to come here about 50 years ago when they were first married, and they loved coming to Lititz, and they would often eat at what was then known as the General Sutter Inn. So that's pretty neat to me to know my parents used to go here back when they were newlyweds and young and free. So as we continue our drive around town, let me tell you a little bit about the history of Lititz. It was founded by the Moravian Church in 1756. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. The Moravians hailed from a region called Bohemia in present-day Czech Republic, and their history actually dates back to 1457. Lititz was actually named after a castle in Bohemia, which I think is so cool, and you can actually see the castle if you look it up online. But the oldest piece of history in this town is the Linden Hall School for Girls. It was founded in 1746, a whole decade before the actual borough of Lititz was established in 1756. Both the town of Lititz and Linden Hall were founded by the Moravian Church. Interestingly, for about 100 years after they established the town of Lititz, only members of the Moravian Church were allowed to live in Lititz, so I'm pretty glad that policy has changed. Here we are at Julius Sturgis Pretzel Bakery, and it is the oldest commercial pretzel bakery in the entire country, which I think is very cool. It was founded in 1861, but the building itself has even a longer history. It was built in 1784 by Peter Creeder. The house is one of the original structures in the entire town of Lititz, and he used stones dug up from the street and local timber to build this house, so it's a very deeply rooted house and very local. Julius Sturgis was 26 years old when he bought the house in 1861, and he added on to it to help make room for the bakery, and they have been making pretzels here ever since. And they do suggest on their website to call ahead to make a reservation because they have these really cool tours they will do that will show you how to make pretzels with little Play-Doh they provide, and then of course you can buy some and see the original ovens and stuff. So call ahead to make those tour reservations. Current day Lititz is filled with local personality, which you will see in their many shops and eateries. There's lots of festivals and celebrations throughout the year. Independence Day is always celebrated here as a town, as well as other festivals. The most exciting of which to me is the Chocolate Walk, held the Saturday before Columbus Day. And you can bet that that is on my sooner than later bucket list. Okay, so the last piece of info I want to share is actually a really cool honor that they can claim as a town. In 2013, Lititz was announced as the winner of Budget Travel's America's Coolest Small Towns. It was a competition, and they had won that from among 15 other finalists. And I think that is just so well deserved, and I'm not surprised at all that they won this, because it is just an adorable, charming, wonderful little town. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. I know I learned a lot from researching this town, and I just kind of scratched the surface, so there's a lot more to learn, I'm sure. They have a museum here you can go to. There's a lot of cool history here, so I hope you get to come here and enjoy it. And if you do, let me know how it goes. I'd love to hear about your trip too. And thanks for watching, and enjoy your next adventure.